or a coffee shop in New York is in the news because they're charging customers $10 a day to use Wi-Fi. Can't just go in and use their Wi-Fi. You got to pay $10 a day. One resident took the TikTok to complain about the new pricing model.
Living in New York City was expensive. Now we must pay to take our laptops out at coffee shops, and that's not free. That's not free in our this place is charging $10 a day, $30 a month, or $300 a year for you to be able to use your laptop that you pay for and sit there in their cafe to use their Wi-Fi.
It's jacked up. It's jacked up. Also, another story in the news, people talking about a Texas woman officially has the world's widest tongue.
Ooh.
Yeah, 3.1 inches.
Ooh.
Yeah, here she goes talking about claiming the record.
From a young age, my family would kind of make a joke about it, so I guess I've known from when I was pretty young that my tongue was larger than most people's. My best friend Sarah sent me a link to the previous record holder's video, and so I guess that inspired me to see if my tongue was actually wider than hers.
Yeah, not
If it was wide.
long, but wide.
Wide.
Yeah. All right. And then also a landscaper in Arizona got arrested for stabbing another landscaper with a pitchfork.
Oh.
Oscar Garnett is being charged with aggravated assault, and the victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Gosh.
So, man,
It's terrible.
he wanted the job.
That's terrible.
So he was like, no, this is my job. I got the gig.
No.
And he's like, no, this is my job. I got the gig.
No.
He's like, don't make me go get that pitchfork. So,
Nope. Terrible.
7:35.
Power 1017, the hottest music studios. Brought to you by Odds and Ends Smoke Shop. Carrying the all-American made Nug Smasher product line. A great way to make concentrates at home or professionally. Check out their daily deals in store in Delmar, Salisbury, and Seaford. Visit Odds and Ends online at OE420.com.
Don't make me go get that pitchfork.
Stop.
Grab your
Stop
torch
it.
and pitchforks.
All right, here we go. Question of the day. Relationship topic. Jess, what you got today?
All right, it says, Bill and Jess, I need some advice. Here's a situation. About a year ago, I met a guy online, and he really wasn't my type, and against my better judgment, I decided to continue to see him. I never led him on. I did tell him frequently that we were just hanging out with no expectations. After a while, he told me about this criminal case that he was convicted for, and it was for stalking.
Oh, boy.
Of course, he said that he was innocent, blah, blah, blah. I never really looked into the case, and I took his word for it. As time went on, he started getting very strange, very nosy, insecure, and annoying.
Oh, boy.
He started asking me questions like, did I see us living together and getting married? And I assured him that I did not. I made the mistake of telling him where me and my friend were going one night. One of my girlfriends, we were going one night. He wasn't invited, but he actually showed up there. Another guy that I was seeing.
Hold on. So, like, she was going out,
Yeah,
like,
with
with
her
her
friend.
girlfriends or something one night, and then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, okay. So he said, I'll go out, but then he showed up at the place they were.
Yeah,
That old gag.
that old gag.
Yeah.
Gosh, that happened to me one time in Ocean City. Oh my gosh! And this,
Somebody you were talking to?
no, not even no, there wasn't even like nothing like that. But he like
Well, who?
was a little bit of a stalker. Like he liked me.
So you guys were kind of like friends.
No, we weren't kind of like nothing.
So how?
No.
What do you mean it
No,
happened?
no. He liked me.
Okay.
He knows me like from what I do here.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. And
Look,
he
look, Jess got real funny.
No, no, there was no like dating, phone numbers exchange. You know, I could see that if you like, you know, are talking to someone. No.
Right.
No,
Okay.
it was nothing like that.
And he showed up at the club
He
one night.
showed up. We were in Ocean City, and he stayed there in the corner watching us all night. Stayed in the corner. Isn't that weird?
Really?
Yes. So when she says that, it takes me back to that time.
How long? Like, did you ever like talk to him or that and like tell him like what's going on? What are you doing?
No, I just ignored him all night. But I knew he was there, staring.
How did he
Weird.
know you were
So
going to that
weird.
club?
I can't even remember. It's been so long ago.
That's crazy.
I can't remember. Yeah. Probably like a radio remote or something. And that has happened too.
Where they show up at a live broadcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And here
We've
too,
had
right?
somebody show up here and you went out front and got them straight.
Yeah, I told him he had to. I said, you can't be
He
showing up here.
wanted
You
to
got to
meet
go.
me outside or something.
He's like, well, what time
He
she
came
get
in
off?
and
I
asked
said,
if
I'm not telling you that.
Right. See? So I know what she's going through when she says this little weird thing happened.
So, but she's talking to the guy.
She did meet him online.
Yeah. So, but they've been like kind of.
She's like, he really wasn't my type, but against my better judgment, I was just like, all right, maybe I'll continue to see where this goes.
All right. So they're out. He
So-
shows up at the club.
Yep. And then she says, another guy that I was seeing just so happened to be there that night.
Oh boy.
And my female friend and I were there. And, you know, I was like, this guy, you know, from the internet, he's here. The girl said, my friend that I was with said, this guy is creepy and he makes me feel uneasy. I really didn't interact with him that night. And she told me that he just stood in the corner and watched me.
That's the same.
I-
Are you
see?
sure you didn't write this?
It's so crazy.
Signed, Jessica.
I end up leaving for a few because I had a gift for the other guy. And, you know, I knew that he was there and I wanted to give it to him. Well, later that night, the guy from the internet told me that he had watched me that night, told me everything that me and the other guy did that night. The guy from the internet also told me that night that I was his.
You're my girl.
And I never led him on at all with us like being together. It was very weird. My female friend suggested that we look up the criminal record, and I got the shock of my life. The female that he was convicted of stalking looks like she could be my sister. He definitely has a type. I ended all contact with him at that point. Time passed like 6 months, and a few weeks ago, he recently tried to call me, even though he's blocked. I didn't call him back, and it's a little concerning that he still has my number. I have not reached out to him at all, and I'm just wondering, should I be concerned? He is definitely not playing with a full deck. His screw is definitely short.
Short. He's got a short screw.
That's what Bill says.
Not a loose screw, a short screw.
Short screw.
Doesn't reach the other side.
And it's never going to reach. Wow.
I mean, you cut off all communication with him. You haven't had communication with him. He just happened to call you. Just keep deleting and blocking. I mean, you shouldn't.
And about 6 months has gone by.
Yeah, so you've gotten through 6 months. I mean, maybe
And,
get
even though he's blocked, like I have people blocked, but it's weird. Like it won't ring, but then it'll like show me that a blocked person was calling, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like they can't get through to me, but
Yeah.
it'll show me that a blocked number called.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what she saw.
302-858-5117. I mean, again, 6 months has gone by. Maybe if she feels better, get a restraining order, but don't let him ruin your joy. Do what you got to do. I mean, you know, just keep deleting and blocking. Obviously, like you have cut ties with him. You're not talking to him anymore if you've gone 6 months, half a year. And if maybe he's tried to reach out again, yes, he's weird.
Yeah,
You know?
she's so strange.
But whatever number he's calling you from now, delete that one as well.
So strange that people do that.
Don't be LOLing. Don't entertain ever.
She says no,
Okay. Well,
that she hasn't. I didn't call him back. He's blocked. 6 months has gone by. I ended all contact.
again, 302-858-5117. You ever been through a situation like this? And what should she do? Question of the day. 742. Here's